tape up for the away side. With Charlton in their changed colours, they normally wear red top, but clearly that would clash with the red and white stripes, the historic colours of Sheffield United. An early touch here for Amari Bell. Immediately worked wide here to Edwards. Charlton will certainly have had a message from Nathan Jones to try and ruffle the feathers of a Sheffield United side that is so low on confidence. And try and take advantage of that from Charlton's point of view. Edwards with a long throw. Fall kindly for Michael Cooper. A very good release, a really good offer there from Callum O'Hare. Tries to lay it into the path of Ogbene, for whom this is a debut on loan from Ipswich Town today, for Chidozie Ogbene. Signed at the start of this month, as Ben Godfrey comes forward to take this Sheffield United throw. We've seen already this season in all divisions how much the long throw. Godfrey does have a long throw, he dropped that one in short, but the long throw in is certainly making a comeback in English football. Now Charlton spread-eagling the Sheffield United defence. Kelman having to go it alone at the moment, no support, tries the shot, and it's well wide in the end. He just couldn't get players up in support of Charlie Kelman there. But the gap down the middle of the Sheffield United defence was worrying for Chris Wilder. Look at that, it's yawning. And if he had had support to his right, Kelman, Charlton might have been in business. Kelman, who's getting a run in the side, he was big money signing for Charlton in the summer. Big money from their perspective, £5 million from Queen's Park Rangers. But Charlton are currently missing their top scorer from last season, the hero, really. There were many, but principally Matty Godden would be top of that hero list for the amount of goals he scored in that promotion success. But a calf injury keeping Godden out of the Charlton ranks at the moment. Here's Harmer. Couldn't quite get it into the path of O'Hare. Two players who last season had a terrific understanding, Harmer and O'Hare. Surprisingly, Gus Harmer only on the substitutes bench in the last game against Ipswich. Here's Harrison Burrows. Campbell. Harmer. Forward by McGuinness to O'Hare. Worked wide here to Godfrey. Ogbene. Tanganga, former Tottenham player, captaining Sheffield United today. Japhet Tanganga wearing number 2. A late challenge by Rhys Burke. Rain coming down ever harder here. Certainly slick up the playing surface. Charlton are playing back 4 essentially, can drop into a 3 if Rhys Burke, who intercepts there, goes narrow. We'll have James Bree covering as the right wing back, but essentially it is a back 4 with Bree playing just ahead of Burke. Here's Harmer, useful, clean hands, and a day a greasy ball that might be difficult for the goalkeepers, but Kaminski up to the first task in hand. Burrows. First job for Chris Wilder. Two jobs really, and they affect both ends of the pitch. You won't be surprised to hear, for a team that's lost its opening 5 league games, is to make them stiffer defensively, and he's done that in his previous 2 spells and then some. 12 goals conceded in 5 league games is hugely disappointing, and of course make them more productive in front of the opposition's goal. They've scored only once. They haven't scored in the last 4 league games, Sheffield United. There's Ogbene. Good cover from Doherty. Ogbene had to go back and find a City Peck here. Burrows. Harmer. Asking too much of Burrows, who looks to have given that one up. Burke was in control of the situation. Attacking full-back Harrison Burrows with an eye for goal. He got into double figures a couple of seasons ago. He got 12 goals in all competitions for his former club Peterborough. He was a consistent penalty taker in that season, I recall. Charlton supporters in the lower tier at that end. Good number of them have made the journey up from London. Ogbene. This is O'Hare. Now Peck. Tanganga. Harmer. Peck. Benny offering the width. Plenty in red and white inside the Charlton penalty area here. Chidozie Ogbene earns the game's opening corner. Sheffield United, prior to today, had won the most corners in the entire championship this season. 43 in their 5 games. Shows how unproductive they've been. The average is around 25 corners for the teams in this division. 43. Here comes number 44. They've got to find a way of becoming more dangerous from these situations. Sheffield United remembering one of their own from the ladies' football team. Muddy Cusack that we were looking at on the screen. In memory being honoured today. Conditions are going to be troublesome for all concerned here if the rain continues as it is at the moment. It is lashing down at Bramall Lane. Charlton backing themselves to play out, and Hare is penalised. It's a good ball out. Element of risk about it, but it was perfect as it landed at the feet of Rhys Burke, who's got Bree to his right. And Cooper will come, and he won't get there. And Kelman just couldn't quite get the cute touch he needed. But the deflection made that awkward for Cooper, who thought he was going to gather this easily, and then found himself a little bit in no man's land. Kelman couldn't take advantage. First to the loose ball is Doherty. Couldn't quite get it into the path of Tyrese Campbell. We'll have a look at that and say that Greg Doherty will get another life. That sort of day, really. It was a foul, but don't think the referee was moved to give a yellow card here. Ben Toner, slightly mistimed by Doherty. Sidney Peck over the Sheffield United free kick. Header won by Burke. And drops favourably here for Charlton. And here's Tyrese Campbell, or TC as he's known around the Charlton Football Club. Drives his shot across. Shot come cross there from Tyrese Campbell. Nathan Jones happy with the counter there. It's all stemmed from Sheffield United's free kick. He's looking for the far corner, I think, but if he miscued that a little more, it might have found a teammate at the far post. Mentioned that Sheffield United have lost all 5 championship games so far this season. Some of them heavily. Started the season with a 4-1 defeat here against Bristol City. And then they were beaten 1-0 by Millwall, Middlesbrough and Swansea, all by a 1-0 scoreline. Before that, 5-0 thrashing at the hands of Ipswich 8 days ago, which brought the exit of the Spaniard Ruben Selles and heralded the arrival for a third spell in charge of Chris Wilder. Just 3 months after he's sacked, Wilder back in the hot seat here at Bramall Lane again. Forward by Kaminski. Good pass from Matos. Harmer won't have the pace on Bree. Defender did well. It's awkward for Kaminski and nearly presented an open goal there for Callum O'Hare. Heart would have been in his mouth there, the Belgian goalkeeper Thomas Kaminski. A good steal from Carey. Here's Campbell. Kelman. Charlton not afraid to get bodies forward in the opening quarter of an hour. They fancy they can get a positive result here today against the bottom club. Burke. Bree. It was the moment of doubt into the mind there of Kaminski, whether he could get that extra touch. Needed to slide to make it. Peck invites Ogbene forward. Chidozie Ogbene thought about the shot, turns out and finds Siddy Peck. Tanganga. Looked like a push. Referee Toner perfectly positioned to call that. This is Matos. It's a good ball carry. Now he needs an out ball. Finds Burrows. Harmer. Peck. Matos. Godfrey. Edwards crashing into Ogbene. Edwards has seen Ogbene run at him 3 or 4 times already in this match. Very direct winger, the Ipswich loanee Ogbene. O'Hare. Burrows calling for it on this near side. Here he is. Charlton were very well organised under Nathan Jones in League One last season. They were hard to breach from a defensive point of view. He's brought that structure up here to the second tier. Sheffield United not going to find it easy to break the away side down by the look of it today. Connor Coventry, who plays as the 6, just in front of the back 4, does an excellent job. Harmer over this free kick. No let up in the rain. Nicely flagged free kick, very well defended. Referee's whistle is favouring Charlton, but Lloyd Jones did very well under pressure. Testing the footwork of Cooper. Plenty of time to make the clearance. Penny for the thoughts of the Sheffield United goalkeeper, who was absolutely superb last season on the way to the playoff final. Cooper, so consistent. 12 goals have gone past him in the league already this season after just 5 matches. Ogbene. Another driving run from him. Thought about the shot, finds Burrows instead. And that'll loop up kindly for Kaminski. Burke. Sheffield United throw. Been quite a rise for Charlton since Nathan Jones took over in early 2024. They finished 16th in League One 2 seasons ago. Promoted last season after 5 seasons down in the 3rd tier. Of course, you remember the days when they were a consistent Premier League club under those heady times when Alan Kirbishley was the boss. But so far, it's been a steady rise and upwards under Jones. James Bree will take the free kick on loan at Charlton from Southampton. Josh Edwards looking for some movement. Not a great deal of it at the moment. Here's Tyrese Campbell. No joy for Campbell. 2 for company out there. Through the ranks at Charlton has senior caps for Jamaica, Tyrese Campbell. Little duel between the 2 Tyrese Campbells out there today, one on each side, who might find the back of the net and be the match winner. Matos. This is Tanganga. Now Burrows. Waste no time in getting a cross in. Miscontrolled by O'Hare. Here's McGuinness. Tanganga. Harmer. So influential, Gus Harmer, if he plays well. Sheffield United usually go well, but it's not been the case in the early weeks of the season, of course. Although, as I mentioned earlier, he was a surprise substitute at Ipswich in the last match. Under Chris Wilder, this number 8 on the ball was first name on the team sheet. No surprise to see him back in the fold today. In by Burrows. No power in the header. Rose well enough. Ogbene couldn't generate any power. There was no real pace in the cross. Getting an early ball in though from Burrows. Ogbene rose. Not troubling Kaminski's goal. The referee does not like the challenge on Tyrese Campbell. And a good view of it, Ben Toner. And Connor Coventry suggesting he took the ball, and he did. But it was the follow-through that the referee didn't like. Coventry offering his sympathy there to Tyrese Campbell, who took a sore one, but it looks as though he'll be okay. A good position here now for Sheffield United. Well, Gus Harmer, I think, might fancy going direct for goal here. We've seen him do it before. It's wide, almost on the corner of the penalty area. But he can certainly whip his right foot into this, the number 8. Burrows offering an option, but his left foot is not suited to this angle. No reason, in my view anyway, why Harmer shouldn't go direct for goal here. To the goalkeeper's left is the whip. If he can get his right foot sufficiently into this, Harmer. That's what he tried, but barely had to move a muscle, Kaminski. Offside against Campbell. Good ball to find Tyrese Campbell. Attacking Godfrey. Gets away from Ben Godfrey, but Sidney Peck was round on the cover, importantly there for Sheffield United. Amari Bell. Doherty closed down. It breaks really well here for Sheffield United. It's Campbell. Support is there now, but the momentum has gone out of that attack. It'll just be a corner. Could have been so much more. He took a while to get that under his spell, Tyrese Campbell. They broke invitingly on Charlton, and then all the momentum went out of the attack, but it will be a corner to the home side. Long range, and Palmer says that took a deflection. Referee perfectly positioned again, Ben Toner, to say yes it did. Could easily have stayed a little low and been awkward for goalkeeper Kaminski. Burrows at the short corner. Ogbene back to Alex Matos. Burrows flights that one in. Covered well by Amari Bell. Here's Harmer. Plenty of red and white shirts in there. Burrows urged to shoot. Didn't really catch hold of it. Well, good spell for the home side here. I think this might be a long throw now from Godfrey. We'll see. Not a day really for getting a firm grip on the ball. No towels being offered for players who are suggesting they might want to use the long throw. Just making an attempt to dry it himself with his sleeves. Ben Godfrey drops it in short again though to Ogbene. McGuinness, new to Bramall Lane this season, arrived at the start of this month after a spell with Luton Town. Charlton will expect the throw and will get it. Sheffield United a little unhappy, McGuinness in particular. Here's Edwards. Campbell. Good looking cross. Well defended by Tanganga. Palmer doing well against James Bree. Here's Matos. Palmer, wonderful switch to find Ogbene. O'Hare doesn't have the height to trouble the Charlton defence there. Home crowd are energised here. It's not been said much so far this season. Here's Callum O'Hare. Siddy Peck. Harmer. Carey, it's a nice turn. Can he release Campbell here, who's really quick? Godfrey's aware of that. And he read the situation very well, Ben Godfrey. Needed to, because Tyrese Campbell has got terrific pace over 5-10 metres. Godfrey very much in the wide awake club there. Scottish defender Josh Edwards will take the throw in his second season at Charlton after leaving Dunfermline. Reece Burke is positioned for a throw from Edwards. Won't reach him though. Away by Ogbene, back out with Edwards. Coventry can't control the volley, not easy. He's just trying to open up the window of opportunity there with a side foot volley, Connor Coventry. Nothing yet on target, as you can see, for Charlton. Plenty of Sheffield United possession. Turning that possession into chances. Not just that, taking chances continues to be an issue for the team in red and white. Remember, they haven't scored in the last 4 league games. Just 1 goal in their opening 5 of the season. Here's Carey. And drops nicely here for Bree. Blocked by Burrows. And Charlton have the corner. Why make it their first? Which will bring Reece Burke and Lloyd Jones forward. Mari Bell has stayed back. It's going to be an in-swinging corner via the left foot of Josh Edwards. A mixture of zonal marking and man-to-man marking here from Sheffield United. Might spring the counter-attack here, with plenty of Charlton players ahead of the ball. Here's Matos. The away side back in shape now. Harmer. Peck. Space for Ogbene on that far side. Godfrey will surely find him. Burrows. Tanganga. The captain. A little ambitious. Close to 30 Premier League appearances in his time with Tottenham Hotspur. Japhet Tanganga. Signed last month from Millwall. Campbell. Bell. Coventry's free. Edwards. Campbell, chance to run at Godfrey. And get the shot away now, it's blocked by McGuinness. And helped further clear by O'Hare. Charlton might well feel that was a push by Tyrese Campbell, and there's an altercation between Campbell and Bell right in front of the assistant referee. Charlton were expecting a free kick there. They felt this was a push by Campbell on Bell. It certainly looked it. Charlton complaints go unheeded. Yellow card for his protests for Amari Bell. Defences very much on top so far here at Bramall Lane as we close in on the last 5 minutes of the first half. This time Charlton do get a free kick. Sheffield United's turn to be frustrated. Sheffield United promoted twice in the last 4 seasons they've been at this level. It's going to take a Tremendous run under Chris Wilder. I know there's a lot of games still to play. But first and foremost, it's getting points on the board and get themselves out of the relegation zone. Not the best of clearances, straight to Doherty. Now Campbell, Edwards. Good cross. Bree. Free kick against Harmer. He was not best pleased by that. It would have been a Sheffield United throw had the referee not awarded this free kick. He's got a yellow card out for the reaction of Gus Harmer. He's claiming he got the ball, and I thought on first viewing he had a case. I don't think there's anything wrong with this challenge, in my view anyway. But Harmer sees a yellow card. Be genuine disquiet around Bramall Lane if Charlton score from this set piece. Bree will deliver. Coventry. Excellent cross. And the header brings an excellent save from Cooper. And right across the face, and no takers at the back post for Charlton. Well, that's the first save from either goalkeeper in the half, and it was a really good one from Michael Cooper. Harmer. No way through for City Peck. It's a free kick. Let's take another look at the Michael Cooper save. Lloyd Jones with a header. Thinks he scored here for a moment. Cooper with other ideas. Excellent cross, wasn't it, from Connor Coventry. Jones did all he could to score. Cooper to deny him. All the Sheffield United fans have seen an energy about the team today. It's been lacking for much of the campaign under the former head coach Ruben Selles. No surprise to see the players right at it with Chris Wilder back at the helm. He'll demand nothing less, of course, than that. But they were really passive, as well as being poor in and out of possession at Ipswich in the last game. Sheffield United, Cooper's goal was not given any protection at all that night. Here's Amari Bell. Just mistimed the leap there, McGuinness. And Campbell's onto this quickly. Players joining up now for Charlton. Tyrese Campbell. Coventry. Edwards. Connor Coventry. It struck the referee, so Bentona, nothing you could do to get out of the way of that. So possession will go back here to Charlton. Fourth official, Elliot Bell, will be out momentarily with the board to show how much additional time. I don't think there'll be a great deal of it. In by Campbell. Bree with a header back, and Carey's shot blocked by Tanganga. Just a minimum of 1 minute has been added on here at Bramall Lane. Don't think there's going to be time for Charlton to threaten the Sheffield United goal. It's their throw, but the 1 minute of stoppage time is almost up here. Referee Ben Toner's whistle draws the first half to a conclusion in persistent driving rain in South Yorkshire. So Sheffield United get the second half underway. Remaining 2 league games this month for Chris Wilder in the league, away to Oxford next. We finish off the month of September with a visit to Bramall Lane of Southampton. As for Charlton, they have Blackburn at home next, and then the last match in September for Nathan Jones' side away at Derby. No changes made by either Nathan Jones or Chris Wilder in terms of personnel at half-time. Sheffield United making 3 changes from the 5-0 humbling defeat at Ipswich 8 days ago. It includes bringing Gus Harmer, the influential Harmer, back into the starting 11. It's a debut for Ipswich loanee Chidozie Ogbene. Tyrese Campbell getting back into the starting 11 for Sheffield United. A couple of changes for Charlton from their 1-1 draw last Saturday at home to Millwall, one of them enforced. Kane Ramsey picked up a red card in that game and suspended. In comes Sheffield United now, great block to deny Campbell. And way over the top from Sidney Peck. That's the way it's going for Sheffield United this season. That was a real good look at the Charlton goal for Peck. And how about this block from Josh Edwards to deny Tyrese Campbell? And then Peck very wasteful with the follow-up. Great defending there from Edwards. That could well have been goal-bound. Awkward ball here for Godfrey. Dealt with it well. Bounce certainly didn't help him. Tanganga. McGuinness. Sheffield United on their 6th manager in 9 years, and 3 of those have been Chris Wilder. Calmly done by Tanganga. I have to say that the playing surface here at Bramall Lane is holding up very well with the amount of water that's fallen on it. Been raining for several hours in Sheffield. No signs of it letting up either. Heavy rain. Edwards. Bell. Offside against Kelman. Just had one look at the Sheffield United goal so far. Charlie Kelman, early shot which he put well wide of a post. Free kick for the push by Doherty on Peck. Another free kick. Home fans reacting angrily to the Amari Bell challenge. Immediate whistle in favour of the home team from Ben Toner. Bell on a yellow card. It's risky to go in like that on a booking. Oh, it's borderline, wasn't it? Second yellow card there. He escapes. That's a lifeline for Bell and Charlton. Harmer and Burrows over the set piece. Fed in by Gus Harmer. Charlton defend it well initially. Here's Tyrese Campbell. Harmer losing possession. Can't quite win it back. Here's Charlton's Tyrese Campbell. I wonder if the two Tyrese Campbells might exchange shirts at the end of the match. Why not? Not often you come up against an opponent with the same name, even though they do spell their Christian names differently. Down goes Sheffield United's Tyrese Campbell, and that was one off the high board, said referee Toner. Good pinch of possession here by O'Hare. No progress of any shape or form for Ogbene. Callum O'Hare. City Peck. Ogbene. Good looking square pass there, and Harmer trying to just guide that for the corner of the goal, and Charlton bodies on the line, corner. And the Kop roar their approval. Sheffield United stay on the offensive. Harmer will deliver this corner kick. Referee's whistle favouring Charlton. A nicely flighted corner as well, that from Harmer. Push by Tanganga on Edwards. Campbell. A little push unnecessary from Tyrese Campbell on Ben Godfrey. Referee going to have a quiet word with the Charlton player. Calm down, the message from Ben Toner to Tyrese Campbell. Not sure why he wanted to do that. Nothing wrong with the challenge from Godfrey. Long throw from Edwards. And Murray Bell will turn back to goalkeeper Kaminsky, but there's a collision off the ball. And Charlton are penalised. James Bree, who's looking a little puzzled about that one. Let's have a look what happened. Not sure Bree did anything there. Ran across the body of Harmer, but I don't think there was any great contact. If anything, it was Harmer who was the aggressor. Godfrey has not delivered a long throw yet, in my memory. He's had a number of throw-ins to take. He's dropped them all in short. Does so again. It's nice from Peck. And wins the corner. Excellent from Sidney Peck, who asks the cop for more noise. Well, they're hovering around 50 corner kicks so far this season, and still unproductive from them. O'Hare helping it back in, but no problems for Burke to get a foot on that. Here's Tanganga. That's a foul by Bree. Unnecessary. Invites danger. It's going nowhere there, Tanganga. I mean, just sometimes you wonder about the mentality of players. Nathan Jones will be furious. Chris Wilder will be very happy if he can take advantage of this, but Jones will be furious with Bree if his side concedes from this free kick. Harmer again over the set piece. 6 red and white shirts in there. Ogbene just hovering unmarked on the edge of the penalty area, so if anything comes out his way, he'll have a chance to get a shot off. Number 19, Ogbene. Charlton defend it well. Ogbene. Should be no trouble. That drifts out harmlessly. And we were hoping it was going to go out for a goal kick, Charlton, but it's a throw deep inside their own half. Matos to Burrows. Tanganga. McGuinness. Almost an hour gone at Bramall Lane. This is Ogbene, harried by two. Excellent recycling of possession there by Charlton. Bree can't risk the back pass. Oh yes, he can in the end. Free kick won by Matos. And a change for Charlton. Charlie Kelman coming off. Straight swap as the principal striker in the middle of the attack. It's Miles Leeburn who's coming on to replace Charlie Kelman. 21-year-old Leeburn, that's a surname that's steeped in Charlton history. His father Carl was a long time striker with the club. One goal so far this season, Miles Leeburn, as he replaces Kelman. Still no Matty Godden, owing to a thigh injury. He'll be so keen to get Godden back, proven at this level as a goal scorer, full of goals last season, but a thigh injury keeping him out at the moment. Tyrese Campbell might get onto this ahead of Tanganga, he does. Tanganga recovered well. Here's Bree to Burke. Charlton players suggesting that the ball has lost its pressure. Referee Ben Toner agrees. Another one on hand. Just for the record, Sheffield United have never lost the opening 6 league games to a season. And the players down there in red and white do not want to be on that side of history. Charlton attacking the goal, behind which are their travelling fans. Another long throw from Edwards. Should be Cooper's catching practice for the Sheffield United goalkeeper. Here's Siddy Peck. Harmer. Burrows. Peck calling for it in space. Here he is. Deflected off Doherty and out for the corner. Tanganga, McGuinness naturally forward from the back for this delivery from Harrison Burrows. Goalkeeper comes and gets a good hand on that. Fouled in the process, says referee Toner. McGuinness looking puzzled. But the referee saw a foul in there. Didn't seem to be a great deal of contact between Kaminski and McGuinness. Nathan Jones demanding a little more as Sheffield United prepare to move to their substitutes bench. Peck to Ogbene, attacking Edwards, fed in by Sidney Peck, appeals for handball, referee a good view, and Tyrese Campbell left disappointed. Sheffield United players and fans calling for the penalty there. Did it strike an arm? No. Arm is down by the side of Rhys Burke. It's Louis Barry coming on for Sheffield United. Ben Godfrey coming off, so this is an attacking change from Chris Wilder with a little over a quarter of the match remaining. We're going to see a double change. Femi Siriki is also coming on.
Also coming off 19,
And Chidozie Ogbene, the other player to make way. So Siriki for Godfrey and Barry for Ogbene. Louis Barry, who's on loan from Aston Villa. Forward by Doherty. Leeburn goes to ground. No suggestion of a foul there. He thinks so, though. He remonstrates with referee Toner, Miles Leeburn. Fed forward by Rhys Burke. Offside is the call on Sonny Carey. Just went a split second too early there, Carey. Gallons upon gallons of water has rained down from the skies today in South Yorkshire. It's never stopped. Hard rain throughout. No sign of any surface water on the pitch. Looks to be a really well drained surface here at Sheffield United. Players having no problems in getting the right weight on their passes. Free kick against Tyrese Campbell. Hooked in by Edwards, well defended by McGuinness. tight match, isn't it? Very few goal-scoring opportunities. Both defences have played excellently today. And that will be significant relief to the Sheffield United fans after 12 goals have gone into the back of the club's net in 5 league games before today, and the return of Chris Wilder. Looking more assured at the back, but see how they defend this situation though. There's plenty forward for Charlton. Compass lost there by Carey. Just lost his footing there, to be fair to him, Sonny Carey, just as he was about to try and make room for the shot. Leeburn. Edwards will get across for a long throw here for Charlton. Brings Lloyd Jones forward. Reece Burke in there, got real presence in the shape of Burke, Leeburn and Jones looking to profit from the throw. It's dropped in short in the end by Edwards. In by Bree. Well held by Cooper. Had to make sure he held on to that. Doherty's header. Can be very difficult in conditions like this when the ball just hits the surface, but read it very well, Cooper. There's a clash involving Tyrese Campbell and Lloyd Jones. Campbell reacts angrily. And Jones certainly a foul, wasn't it? The Charlton centre-back is going to have to go off for 30 seconds before he's allowed back on. Tom Cannon and Tahi Chong will be next off the rank for Sheffield United. Cannon has found it very difficult to find goals in his time at Bramall Lane after signing for up to £10 million from Leicester City. Really struggled, Cannon, to make an impression up to now. So off comes Tyrese Campbell. Cannon will be his replacement. And Tahit Chong will come on for Callum O'Hare in midfield. Summer signing after leaving Luton Town, once on the books of Manchester United. Chong hails from Curaçao. Free kick driven forward by Harrison Burrows. Free header for Leeburn. First involvement for Chong. Now Barry. Chong. Room for the cross. Too high. One part of the double-headed job so far for Wilder, stiffening the side defensively. But Sheffield United fans still starved of goals at the other end. Their loyalty being tested. But no question about it. In the days that Wilder's been back into the hot seat, there's been a different atmosphere around the football club. Couldn't have been any lower after that 5-0 defeat at Ipswich 8 days ago, which cost Ruben Selles his job and brought about the return of Wilder. Amari Bell. Good try from Leeburn to feed one of a couple of runners in there for Charlton. Crowd of just over 30,000 at Bramall Lane today. As we tiptoe into the last quarter of an hour of normal time. Chong. Peck. Feed the run of Tahith Chong. Not been a clear-cut chance in the game. The clearest, I suppose you'd look back and think the late first half header from Lloyd Jones, which brought a good save out of Michael Cooper. One or two half chances, you might say, for both sides, but I'll repeat again, both defences have looked really solid. That's a mistake which could let in Harmer. That's going to be a card for James Bree. Of the yellow variety, there was cover in behind. Surely going to be a yellow card from Ben Toner for James Bree. Discussion between Harmer and Burrows over how they go about this free kick. Targets will be Tanganga and McGuinness. In by Burrows. McGuinness throwing himself at that. Here's Chong. Harmer. Suriki. Barry. Peck. Back out with Femi Suriki. All avenues blocked by Charlton. Barry. Resisting the opportunity to throw the ball in. They may do now via Barry, and it's routine for Kaminski. Excellent defending from Charlton. Really well organised and structured under Nathan Jones. Leeburn. And it's a push by Miles Leeburn. Full marks to Ben Toner, the referee. Once again taking up an excellent position. Close quarters to see the little push there from Leeburn. Had an excellent game, the referee. I think there might be fans of both sides who might take some issue with me on one or two of the decisions. He's got more right than wrong, I think. Off comes Charlton's Tyrese Campbell. And it's a late opportunity for Isaac Olafe, summer signing from Stockport, to come on. And Harvey Nibbs is coming on to replace Sonny Carey. Nibbs, who came off the bench on the opening weekend to get the goal and the 1-0 home win against Watford. Lieburn. It's going to turn into Harmer, who's surrounded by aggression again. Really good press. Once more from Charlton, not allowing Harmer any moves or any room to produce the moves that are going to bring about a Sheffield United goal. Home side continue to be frustrated, and Charlton is still a threat on the counter. Here's Siriki. This might reach Lieburn. Tanganga has bided his time and very calmly made the interception. Siriki. Charlton claiming the ball went out. The officials disagreed. It's Femi Siriki. Chong. Charlton back in numbers again. Burrows, Harmer. Peck. Siriki. Nathan Jones. His staff really animated on the touchline. That's a push by Harmer. He knew it. Edwards. Coventry. Good pass. Picks out James Bree. And the header flashes over the top from Greg Doherty. Really good try from the Charlton captain. Anything under the crossbar could have been really awkward for Michael Cooper. Attacks this James Bree cross really well, Doherty. Should travel through and does to Kaminski. Getting a little restless, the Sheffield United fans. Siriki penalised for the contact. This could open up for Charlton. Malafi just trying to keep the attack alive. And Chong wins his side the throw. John in aggressively on Connor Coventry. Here's Harmer. Final 5 minutes of normal time approaching. Burrows. Peck. Harmer. Trying all they know here, Sheffield United, to break down this stubborn Charlton Athletic side. Burrows. Peck. Harmer. McGuinness. That's not the control that Louis Barry was looking for. Here's Leeburn. Chance to take on McGuinness. No foul, none asked for by Leeburn. 4 minutes to go plus stoppage time. And Sidney Peck gets his pocket pick. This is Leeburn! And a fairly comfortable save for Cooper. Plenty of power in the Leeburn shot, but not the direction to really extend Cooper. Still Charlton press. And Sidney Peck is a very relieved boy, having lost possession in a really dangerous area. Here's Amari Bell. Edwards on ease around Bramall Lane, the vast majority inside the stadium. Peels for handball in there, nothing doing. And a follow-up shot over the top. Charlton players and fans calling for a penalty. Sustained couple of minutes of pressure from Charlton here. This is where Peck lost possession and Leeburn tested Cooper. Just had to parry it away, straight at the goalkeeper, really. Little shove from Doherty. He knew what he was doing there, Greg Doherty. Another Sheffield United change with under 2 minutes of the 90 left. Alex Matos departs. Not too much time for Jibril Samari to make an impression. It's a straight swap in midfield made by Chris Wilder. Samari for Matos. No rush here for Josh Edwards. Charlton would be happy to take a point away from Bramall Lane. It would be their second 0-0 away draw of the season, having picked up that point earlier in the campaign at Ashton Gate against Bristol City. Afterwards, Nathan Jones praised his team for their defensive efficiency, and he'll have similar tale to tell today. They've been really good out of possession, Charlton. Sheffield United have had more of the ball. We probably expected that would be the case, but they protected Kaminski's goal really well today, the away side, as we head towards stoppage time. the first time today the rain has eased a little. Here come Charlton once more, and Olafe has possibly won it for Charlton, right in front of the travelling fans. 90th minute, and Sheffield United's gloom continues. Isaac Olafe to delight the travelling support. Unbridled joy at that end of Bramall Lane. Not been on the pitch very long, but the setup was perfect. Yellow card for the goal scorer, he won't mind about that. Now this is James Bree with the assist. And Siriki couldn't regain his ground, misread the pass from Bree, offered up the space for Olafe, and he says, this is my goal, and it could well be a winning goal for Charlton Athletic. Alan Knill and Chris Wilder looking bemused on the touchline. And we're just minutes away now from an unwanted history for the Sheffield United class of 2025. Never before have they lost the opening 6 league games to a season. They're perilously close to doing so now, as Charlton really look to put it to bed now. Doherty. Bree, who set up the goal. Coventry. Has he won the corner? No. Stayed in off the corner flag. This is Harrison Burrows. We're already halfway through the minimum of 4 additional minutes. Down goes Olafe. No free kick, says referee Toner. Can't get hold of the ball, Sheffield United. Time rapidly running away from them. Harvey Nibbs wins the throw off Tanganga. It looks like it's going to be a happy, as the rain tumbles down yet again, a happy journey back to London for them and him. We're inside the last 50 seconds. Isaac Olafe, the summer signing from Stockport County, with the late dagger to the heart of Chris Wilder on his return and Sheffield United. There was so much hoping for the new, in inverted commas, manager bounce. But it hasn't happened. Charlton's defensive resilience, their organisation, looks as though it's going to pay off. And it's going to be 3 handsome points for them. Now or never for Femi Siriki and Sheffield United. No foul, yes, flags up. And that will be that. Nathan Jones offered himself a little moment of celebration there, because he knows now, they know, the Sheffield United fans, as they troop disconsolately away on the back of yet another defeat. Well, never mind challenging the playoffs this season, Sheffield United under Chris Wilder. This is all going to be about getting away from the wrong end. Horrendous start to the season. An unwanted history now written into their books for the first time ever, it's going to be 6 defeats at the start of a league season. Unless we have a dramatic late twist here. Well covered by Bell. Referee Bentona says that's it.